There was once a river that split two villages. The water was deep, fast, and uncrossable. No bridge, no boat, just space and silence. The two villages had grown apart over the years, not because of the river, not because of what it represented, an old owned affair no one remembered clearly, only that they didn't speak to each other anymore. Generations passed. Fear turned to pride. Pride turned to distance. And eventually people forgot the faces on the other side. Until a boy named Arun changed everything. Arun was 11, curious, quiet, but his heart had a way of leaning in where others pulled away. One morning, while wandering along the riverbank, he saw something strange on the other side. A girl about his age trying to reach something in the water. She slipped, fell, and let out a cry. Without hesitation, Arun shouted, "Hold on!" She couldn't hear him. The river roared too loud, and Arun didn't give up. He ran home, grabbed rope, and returned, tossing one end across the gap with all his strength. She grabbed it. He pulled. It wasn't easy, but inch by inch, he helped her to safety. She looked up, soaked and shivering, and then she smiled. From that day, Arun returned to the same spot, hoping to see her. She came too. Her name was Leena. She couldn't cross, but they wept, laughed, played hand games across the river with sticks and stones and shadows. And over time, others from both villages began to notice. An old man from Leena's side built a pulley basket and sent Arun a loaf of bread. Arun's mother sent back a hand-stitched scarf, and slowly, beautifully, something began to build, not of stone, not of steel, but of kindness, of a small gesture. Stories exchanged across a divide. A year later, both villages met at the riverbank. In the middle stood Arun and Leena. They were not shouting. They were not arguing. They were building using planks, nails, rope, and courage. The adults stood watching, unsure, until a carpenter from Leena's side stepped forward, then a mason from Arun's, and finally both village leaders, silent for decades, walked to the edge of the river and picked up a beam together. The bridge took 3 days to build, not because it was hard to make, but because it was hard to let go of years of distance. But when it was done, something changed forever. The two villages met in the middle. There were tears, hugs, apologies, and laughter that felt like spring after a long winter. Arun and Leena walked across together, hand in hand, not to prove anything, to remind everyone that compassion doesn't need permission. It just needs one brave heart to begin. And to this day, carved into the middle plank of the bridge are the words, built not with wood, built with kindness,